If it looks like I just drove with the windows down on a car, it's because I just rode in a car with the windows down and I don't feel like brushing my hair right now. And I'd pull it up, but it doesn't look any better when I do. So today, I put makeup on for you and then proceeded to wear a mask because I went to Target. So it's like I didn't, pretty much. I did put on eyeshadow that was pink and yellow, not that you can really see it, for fun, because I'm bored. So today we're going to talk about something that I have to think about a lot, which is how honest is too honest when it comes to songwriting. Something that I always wonder when I'm about to put out a song, which I've been doing a lot lately. I've been sharing an original song on Instagram, I'll link it below, every Sunday, is should I tell the person I wrote a song about that I wrote a song about them? And if I'm gonna share it, should I tell them that I'm sharing it and that I wrote it? Because I've written songs about people who don't know that I've written songs about them, and I feel weird putting it out into the world where they might run into it, their friends might run into it, and it's about them. It's weird. My songs are very personal, and that's no secret. I write about my own experience for the most part, so it's hard to find the line. I mean, if I'm dating someone and I write a song with them, obviously I tell them and I play it for them. But what about people that like I'm friends with who I like? Do I tell them whether or not I'm gonna release it? Like if I'm gonna release a song, you know, do I tell them? Like there are songs that I've put out where I've reached out to the people and been like, hey, I'm putting this up on Instagram, or hey, I'm putting this up on YouTube. It's about you. Here's fair warning. But I haven't always done it because it's kind of like, yes, they'll probably know it's about them, but nobody else will unless I've told them. All of the people who I send songs to, who listen to them and like tell me what they think, are friends of mine. They know who I'm writing about because I'll send it to them and they'll be like, oh my god, who's this about? I really want to know. And then I'll be like, it's about this person. But I don't necessarily tell them. A lot of times I'll outright ask. If I'm like dating a guy or like talking to a guy, I'll be like, hey, if I wrote a song about you, would you want to know? And I'm surprised when I get like ambivalent answers because I feel like I would want to know. Is that just me? But if they say yes, I'll tell them. Even if it's a breakup song sometimes. Like if I'm gonna release it, I'll give them a warning. I write really personal songs. There are details in my songs that are oddly specific sometimes. So, you know, it's not hard for people to figure out that the song is about them, which is kind of on purpose because I want it to be clear to at least them. You'll have to tell me down below if someone wrote a song about you, would you want to know? And would you want fair warning before they released it? It's hard because yeah, I want my songs to be personal, but I don't want to make people that I'm writing about feel uncomfortable. I mean, of course there are cases where like I've had a crush on a guy and written a crush song about him, and then we've become friends and I've been like, hey, you want to know something really funny? I wrote a song about how much I liked you, and then I'll play it for them. And I think that's funny. But then there are times where I'm like, hey, I wrote a song about how much I hate you. It's not really happened that many times, but like it has. It's just weird. Especially since sometimes I write songs about my friends' lives. And then you're even in more muddy waters because you have to like tell your friend like, hey, your situation inspired me to write this song, which like has always ended up being okay for me, but like could be bad. But then they also have to think, what if that person who I was talking about heard it? And it's just like another layer of difficulty. But that's not gonna stop me from writing and releasing really personal songs, but it is a consideration. Like, should I warn people when I've written a song about them and I'm gonna share it? How long is the statute of limitations on that? Like the song I released this week, Getting Over You, is from high school, and it's a guy I dated back then who, I mean, I've messaged a few times, but like we're not friends anymore. We're, you know, and I didn't tell him that I was gonna release the song. I mean, he's known it's existed. I have released it previously in a different form, like in a fully produced form that isn't the best production, but it's out there. And I didn't warn him that I was posting it on Instagram, but he knows that it's about him and it's not me. So I didn't tell him. Was that wrong? Should I have told him? But then there are songs like Over You, which is about someone, and I didn't tell him it was about him. He might not be able to figure that one out. He might not even know that I have an Instagram. I think he does. I really want him to know it's about him so that he feels bad, but of course I'm not gonna at him. I'm not gonna tag him. I'm not gonna text him and be like, hey, this is a song I wrote about you. I posted it on Instagram. You should listen to it and feel bad about yourself. Of course not. I don't actually want that. I mean, I do, but like not like actively, you know? Like I wrote the song to be like, hey, no. But I don't want to be like to his face, hey, no. Because confrontation, and also we don't talk anymore. Let me know your thoughts. Like if you're a songwriter, I want to know your thoughts, but if you are not a songwriter, especially if you knew a songwriter, how would you feel about them writing a song about you and releasing it? Would you want warning? Would you want to know beforehand? I'd like to know to inform my own decisions. That's it. That's all I have for you. I wasn't sure what I was going to talk about in this week's video, but this is something I wrote a blog post about that I never posted, and I thought I'd talk about it today. I'm still putting off talking about my college graduation because I'm still working on like processing the fact that I'm a college graduate, especially since I have class again this week because I'm doing a summer class. I'm only doing one class, so I only have class for 2 hours a week, and that's weird. Also, it happened so fast. I'm suddenly back to school. So weird, but hopefully I can continue being consistent with these because I really like making videos. I like the process of sitting down and filming and editing them, even if, you know, they're not watched by anyone. It's fun, and I'm bored in quarantine, lockdown, social distancing, whatever you want to call it. Yeah, check out the songs I've been releasing over on IGTV, please, because I'm very proud of them. I wrote them myself. I sing them myself. So please check them out. And I'll see you next Tuesday or on my IGTV on Sunday for another original. One of the two.